Have you read
Judge
her book?
Nathan.
Have you read
Judge
her book?
Nathan.
Have you read her book, which is a
No.
made-up book? There you
Okay,
go.
I have not.
She talks in that book about taking so many sleeping pills and so many drugs
no.
the weekend at Kinnerton Street that her memory was very hazy.
So I want us to watch this Piers Morgan video where he talks about Prince Andrew. And while we watch, please share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below. Let's watch.
The moment Andrew paid that check, it was game over in this case. He can't revisit this. You know, he said, I'm going to take it all the way, I'm going to clear my name. Then he just caved and paid a massive amount of money, millions. We're not exactly sure how many. You read between 3 and 10 million. It's, you know, take your choice. But it was millions and millions of dollars to a woman he claims he never met, which never had any credibility, as far as I'm concerned. Why would you pay someone you never met millions of dollars in a sex abuse case? So you put it all together.
It's an entirely separate case. This is absolutely classic. People going out of their way to discredit the victim of sex abuse. I think it's really important to remember that these girls come from chaotic backgrounds, which is one of the reasons why it's so hard to make a case stick, which is why we all have to remember when we've been listening to what Ghislaine Maxwell's been saying. This is a woman who was called out by the judge. She was called out.
You've got notes because you don't know anything about this case.
I do know quite a lot about talking truth to power. I'm sitting here on an NDA, so I understand what it's like
don't know about
as a
Virginia
woman.
Giuffre.
I can tell you quite a lot. She was called out by the judge.
Have you read
Judge
her book?
Nathan.
Have you read
Judge
her book?
Nathan.
Have you read her book, which is a
No.
made-up book? There you go.
I have not.
She talks in that book about taking so many sleeping pills and so many drugs the weekend at Kinnerton Street that her memory was very hazy. She writes that with her own hand.
Let's recall that Virginia Giuffre, Ghislaine Maxwell, heinous and predatory is what the judge called her. And she went out of her, one second, she went out of her way to give Ghislaine a 20-year sentence.
I just have to say, there's one thing that I don't know how I quite feel about it, but I'm just gonna put it out there. It's wrong to abuse people, be it men or women. It's really wrong, and people should not do that. This whole case, in my own opinion, is like spilled milk, because Andrew paid millions of pounds to the said lady, and now he comes out and say he was forced to do that by his mom, and that he was going to revisit the case all over again. And I'm so confused, like, how can a grown-up like Andrew, someone that age, be forced to do something out of his will? How much authority did his mom have over him at that age? Now, if a teenager or her child, we could say that the mom forced him or her to do things out of their will, but not an adult who is being accused of sexual abuse, who went ahead and paid so much money to the accusers, and then came back now to tell us that he was forced into doing it. Be it as it may, let's say the late queen was an iron lady and she had a way of getting through with the children, with her children, and she told them what they had to do and they must do it. Let's say that was what happened. We all must remember that this whole case came to be because Andrew was associated with someone everyone thought was a bad dude. Andrew had a close association with someone nobody wanted to associate themselves with. And there were many photos of them together. So Andrew cannot deny being in the presence of this terrible, terrible, terrible person who abuse other people. Andrew was photoed many times with that guy. So how can Andrew not turn around and say that he is innocent of all the charges that were levied against him, where he was found in the presence of someone who has been convicted of such crimes? So how can he deny that? And this whole case is so bizarre in a sense that they let Andrew pay for what he did, pay his accusers, and others went to prison. And sometimes I feel like Andrew was given this option because of his privilege, because of his status as a royal. Because had it been that this case or Andrew was somebody like you and I don't think they would give him the option of settlement. I think even if he settled, the FBI or other policing organization would be out there trying to get him to prison. So Andrew should be happy that he got away from prison, that he was only asked to pay this money to the people who were abused. He should be very happy about that. And he should thank his lucky stars that he came from a royal family, a family that is really, really powerful, an institution that most people revered and respected. If he were an ordinary person, trust me, by now he would be in a maximum security prison, given 30 to 40 years to life to be there. So he is so fortunate. But you guys out there, what do you think about this Andrew story? Do you think that he was really forced into signing the deal? Or maybe all the evidence were stacked against him and he had no choice but to do the deal? But if he was forced by his mother to do the deal, how powerful was this lady? Let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, please do not forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because little bit of good will, like the one you are doing just now, help us a lot, and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.